So hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning in. This short clip is going to take you through the double degree master's program, MSc Global Management and Digital Competencies, that the ESB Business School offers with its Irish partner, Dublin City University in Ireland. I'm Professor Nia Vomani. I'm the Programme Director of the program at the ESB, and I'm joined today by my Irish colleague, who is the Programme Director at DCU, Dr. Marty Riley. And what we'd like to do with this short clip is to take you through the program concept, introduce you a little bit to DCU, and to show you what you would actually be learning if you decide to do this link. So on this first slide, what we see is the program concept for the program, and you can see that the double degree takes 15 months. The first study block is at DCU in Dublin, and here the focus is on global management. And Marty will take you through in a few minutes what that looks like in terms of concrete modules. Study block 2 is at the ESB, and here the focus is on data and digital competencies. And again, in a few minutes, we're going to see what that will look like. The final study block is the thesis block of the program. This takes 6 months to do the thesis part. And if you want, you can also do this with a company. But if you do decide for the option with writing with the company, then you would need to plan that the majority of companies will demand 6-month internship upfront.
So my name's Marty Riley. I'm Assistant Professor of Strategy and International Business at DCU and the Programme Director of our double degree programme, which we deliver in collaboration with ESB. So in this short introduction, I'm going to run through what the programme looks like, what the key learnings are, and Dublin as a location, also a bit about DCU and the university. I've also included my email address here, so if anyone wishes to follow up on any specific queries or questions, feel free to drop me an email. So, introducing DCU. So firstly, we're a young university, and we're a vibrant university. We're consistently ranked in the top 100 universities under 50 years old. So it's a very international and multicultural university where we have over 16,000 students across 3 campuses. So for students on this program, they will be taking classes on the main campus. So that's where the main facilities are, and there's a lot going on. It's quite a busy campus. So 20% of our students are international, and we would have over 109 nationalities on campus. So again, that diversity and multiculturalism is a large part of what we are as a university. And we're also ranked number 1 in Ireland for work experience and careers advice. We're ranked in the top 20 global universities for employment, and this can be seen in our graduate employment rate of 97%. So very much focused on giving students the skill sets which they can then excel in the workplace afterwards. We're also AACSB accredited, as is ESB. So this puts us in the top 5% of business schools globally. So again, it just gives recognition of the qualification that you will get from DCU. Finally, I mentioned here, we're Ireland's University of Enterprise. So we're very much focused on links with industry, engaging with industry, and ensuring that there's strong correlation between strategy and practice. So we see this in terms of the modules we deliver, where students will frequently work with client organizations, with real companies. We bring companies in for guest talks, etc., and they'll work on real life challenges. So we try to instill these linkages as much as possible in terms of the education we provide. So to expand on that, I'm now going to look at Dublin as a destination. So we have one of the youngest populations of any European capital, and we have a lot of different nationalities working in Dublin, and we host a large amount of multinationals through foreign direct investment. So the economy in Ireland is very much based around attracting foreign direct investment and maintaining that locally. So it means we have strong links with many large multinationals, which we try to work with as much as possible. So these include many multinationals with their European or regional headquarters located in Dublin. So this includes Google, LinkedIn, Facebook, Microsoft, and many, many others. What this also means is that there's great opportunities for graduate employment afterwards. So we have a lot of multinationals, and many graduates will look to try and secure job placements with those firms afterwards. We have over 300,000 people directly employed by multinationals in Ireland. So there's real and exciting opportunities there. In terms of our current students on the programme, so we launched it this year in September, and we have students already engaging in interview processes with Microsoft, with Amazon, and with many of the consultancy firms, such as Accenture. So it's quite a fun university, or quite a fun city. There's a lot going on, and there's great opportunities post-graduation as well. So what I was going to look at now is the first block, the first study block, and what it means to study at DCU. So as this is a double degree program, we have a dual focus, with the first semester very much around strategy, international business, and equipping managers to deal with these sort of challenges in an international context. So that's the focus of our modules. So for example, to run through these modules, we have strategy in a global context. So this is looking at strategy in a digitalized context. Globally, what sort of challenges and opportunities are facing firms, and how can we better respond to those opportunities? So it's an advanced strategy module. Equally, we have international business, disruption and challenges. In this module, we look at shifting regional development, economic integration. We look at how this impacts upon globalization, how it impacts upon multinationals, and also around sustainability. We go beyond sustainability in terms of an economic sense, where you look at longevity of operations. What we also look at is wider societal impacts and a wider stakeholder analysis. So this has become increasingly important for organizations to have that awareness and to have a greater stakeholder view. So we look at a far broader approach to sustainability and also sustainable business models. We also look at marketing and customer experience management. So this is looking at customer relationships, how we can try to develop those, leverage those, and the various customer touch points which we have as an organization. We also have economic geography and geopolitics. So this is a very contemporary module where we look at regional integration, regional disintegration, and we look at contemporary issues such as the rise of populism, and it takes a very current approach to economic development across the globe. We also have cross-cultural agility. So with this module, we try to equip students with the skill sets to manage diversity in the workplace, to be aware of diversity, and also in terms of international negotiations and the core role that culture and cultural differences will play in this. Finally, in terms of our modules, we have business process innovation. So we look at new, novel, and innovative ways of being more efficient in terms of what an organization does and in terms of its operations. So again, a very contemporary and modern approach looking at business processes and how we can improve upon those processes. So in its entirety, the first semester is very much focused on these global issues and strategy, and really equipping students to deal with complexities which arise in multinationals, in global organizations, and to try and better respond to challenges and opportunities that arise. And with that, I can hand over to Niamh, who will talk a bit more about the second semester and how this builds upon the skill sets developed at DCU.
Absolutely, Marty. Thanks for that. Like we saw in the program concept, the focus of the second study block are these digital and data competencies. And here with our 6 modules at the ESB, what we're doing is, on the one hand, first of all, giving you 2 modules where you're going to learn data management and analysis skills. In our module, International Finance and Risk Management, what we're looking at here is giving you an advanced understanding of financial management and decision-making in an international context, and the related key risk areas that multinational companies need to manage. The focus of the Smart Operations Management is giving you an understanding of the opportunities and the challenges of global supply chain management in this age of digitalization in which we find ourselves, and showing you how classical supply chains can be transformed to smart supply chains by using the Internet of Things and Industry 4.0. In the module Leadership in a Digitalized World, here you're going to gain an understanding of how to become an effective leader when faced with these challenges that our digital society presents companies with. And finally, in the consulting skills for digital transformation, what you're going to learn here is how to make well-structured improvement suggestions for complex business issues. And then the third block, as I said before, is the thesis block, which takes 6 months. So you have 6 months, a maximum of 6 months to write your thesis. Can, of course, submit much earlier. You do have the option here, which many students will probably want to pursue, of writing with the company. And if you do, generally companies expect that you do a 6-month internship up front, which is going to extend the timeline by 6 months. So thank you all for your interest in the double degree DCU and ESB. Fuller details are available on the ESB website. Also contact details. Marty has provided his email address here if you want to contact him. If you want to contact the ESB, there's an email contact. Telephone numbers are all up there for you to use. If you thought that this video was interesting, we have also other study links with France, with Italy, and with Canada. So check out our other videos. Thank you very much.